My wife announced, "I want an open marriage or I'm filing for divorce." I calmly said, "Let's open it." Then I introduced her to my lawyer the next day. Apparently my openness wasn't what she had in mind. Her backpedaling was spectacular. I, 48 male, have been married to Denise, 45, for 22 years. 2 kids in college, nice suburban house, the whole American dream package. Or so I thought until last Thursday night. We were sitting on the patio after dinner, having wine. She'd been acting weird for weeks, new wardrobe, constantly on her phone, sudden interest in self-care retreats. Should have seen it coming. "Robert, we need to talk about our marriage." "Okay, what about it?" "I feel like we've become roommates. I need passion, excitement. I need to feel alive again." "So, therapy? A vacation?" "No, I want an open marriage." I literally choked on my wine. "Excuse me? I've been reading about it, ethical non-monogamy. It could save us. We stay married but explore connections with other people." Me. "And if I say no?" Her face hardened. "Then I want a divorce. I've already talked to some lawyers. I know my rights. Half of everything. Alimony, the house since the kids grew up here. I'm not bluffing, Robert." The entitlement in her voice was staggering. She'd already researched divorce lawyers? This wasn't a discussion, it was an ultimatum. "You've thought this through." "I have. Look, you can date too, it's fair. We both get to explore while keeping our family unit intact." "Who is he?" "What? The guy you want to sleep with. This isn't hypothetical, you have someone lined up." She had the audacity to look offended. "That's not. It's about us, not anyone else." "Denise," she sighed. "His name is Garrett, from my CrossFit gym, but nothing's happened, that's why I'm talking to you first. I'm being ethical." Ethical, she wanted a medal for not cheating yet. I stood up, surprisingly calm. 22 years of marriage flashing before my eyes, building our first house, her crying at our daughter's graduation, Sunday pancakes, and now this. Me. Okay, let's open it." Her face lit up. "Really? Oh, Robert, I knew you'd understand. We can set boundaries, rules. Meet no rules, wide open, starting tomorrow." She blinked, surprised but pleased. "Tomorrow? That's fast. Why wait? You want open? We'll be open." She actually hugged me. "You won't regret this. It'll make us stronger." I didn't hug back, just said I was tired and went to bed in the guest room. She was too excited to notice the coldness in my voice. Spent the whole night on my laptop. Emails, documents, screenshots. By 4 a.m., I had a plan. Update 1 Friday morning came quick. Denise was practically glowing at breakfast, probably texting Garrett already. "Denise, so I was thinking we should establish some ground rules, like no bringing people to the house, always use protection." "Actually, I have a lunch meeting today." "A work thing?" "No, a date." She stopped mid-bite of her toast. "Already? With who?" "You'll meet her at dinner. I invited her over." "You what?" "Robert, we agreed no bringing people home." "No, you suggested that 5 seconds ago. I said no rules, remember? Wide open." Her jaw tightened. "Fine, who is she?" "Me, you'll see. 7 o'clock. Left her sputtering and drove to my actual destination, my brother Alan's law firm. Not for divorce papers, for something better. Alan specializes in family law, but also does contracts. We spent 3 hours drafting an absolutely bulletproof, open marriage agreement. Every detail spelled out. Both parties consent to non-monogamous relationships. All marital assets remain separate from any new relationships. No marital funds can be spent on other partners. Either party can terminate the agreement with 30 days' notice. If terminated, standard divorce proceedings apply. Both parties waive rights to claim adultery as grounds for divorce. Detailed financial disclosures required monthly. The kicker? A clause stating that whoever initiates divorce within 1 year of signing forfeits claims to alimony. Alan looked at me over his glasses. "This is brutal, Rob." Me. "She wanted to play. Let's establish the rules properly." That evening, Denise was a nervous wreck. She'd changed outfits 3 times, cleaned obsessively. Garrett was forgotten. She was too focused on who I was bringing home. Doorbell rang at 7 p.m. sharp. I opened it to Rebecca Thornton, Alan's senior partner. 62 years old, silver-haired, wearing a power suit that probably cost more than our mortgage payment. Me, Denise, meet Rebecca. Denise's face was priceless, relief mixed with confusion. "Oh, nice to meet you. You're a bit older than I expected." Rebecca smiled like a shark. I specialize in December-May relationships. Robert's exactly my type. Denise looked ill. I poured wine. Rebecca's a lawyer, senior partner at Thornton, Kravitz and Associates. How nice. Actually, I'm here professionally. Robert retained me this afternoon. Retained you? For what? I slid the contract across the table. Our open marriage agreement, to protect both of us. Denise started reading, her face getting paler with each page. Denise, this is insane. Monthly financial disclosures, forfeiting alimony, standard protections and consensual non-monogamy arrangements. You did research this, correct? Not like this. This is a business contract. Me, you threatened divorce and researched lawyers? I'm just being thorough. If you prefer, we can proceed with traditional divorce proceedings. I have those papers as well. She placed a second folder on the table. Divorce petition, already filled out. Denise was trapped and she knew it. Sign the agreement or get divorced right now without her CrossFit boyfriend lined up as a safety net. Denise, I need time to think. Of course, you should have your own lawyer review it. I recommend getting someone familiar with polyamory agreements. Rebecca left after an hour of explaining various clauses. Denise hadn't said 10 words. After she left, Denise exploded. Denise, that wasn't a date. You tricked me. I never said it was a romantic date. I said I had a lunch meeting and was bringing someone to dinner. You assumed. This agreement is ridiculous. No one signed something like this. Then don't. We can do the divorce instead. You're being vindictive. I'm being practical. You want to fundamentally change our marriage contract? Fine. Let's get the new terms in writing. She stormed off. Came back an hour later. Denise, if I sign this, you'll really be okay with an open marriage? Me, I said yes, didn't I? She stared at me suspiciously, but couldn't find the trap, because there wasn't one. Not exactly. Update 2. Weekend was tense. Denise took the agreement to a lawyer friend who told her it was aggressively favorable to me, but legally solid. The alimony forfeiture clause especially bothered her, but her friend confirmed it would hold up. Monday morning she signed it. Thought she was calling my bluff. Denise, there, happy? Now we can move forward like adults. Perfect. I already joined a dating app. That was true. What I didn't mention was which one. See, Denise assumed I'd struggle. 48-year-old accountant, dad bod, boring with time. Robert would strike out while she lived her hot girl summer with Garrett the CrossFit instructor. But I'd done my homework. Joined a specific dating service. Established arrangements, connecting successful older men with women seeking financial support. Not sugar babies exactly, more like mutually beneficial relationships. My profile was honest, married, open relationship, financially stable, seeking companionship. The response was immediate. Dozens of messages from women 25 to 40 looking for someone to pay their student loans, cover rent, or fund their startup. Meanwhile, Denise was discovering that Garrett wasn't quite what she expected. Tuesday, she came home from the gym furious. Denise, Garrett's married. Me, so are you. His wife doesn't know. He thought I was offering an affair. Weren't you? No. This is ethical non-monogamy. He has to tell his wife. I laughed. Actually laughed. Me, you think a 32-year-old CrossFit instructor wants to tell his wife he's dating a 45-year-old married woman? The age comment stung. I could see it. Wednesday, I had my first actual date. Jennifer, 29, marketing degree, drowning in student debt. We met for coffee. Jennifer, so your wife's really cool with this? Me, here's the signed agreement. Wow, okay, and you're looking for companionship, dinners, events, conversation. I'll cover your student loan payments and a monthly allowance. That's it? No expectations? Me, none. I just want to enjoy nice evenings with someone who actually wants to be there. She agreed. $2,000 a month plus loan payments. Cheaper than the divorce Denise threatened. I told Denise that night. You're paying someone to date you? It's an arrangement, very open, very ethical. She knows exactly what she's getting. That's prostitution. No, it's companionship. We haven't even kissed. Unlike you and Garrett, oh wait, he won't touch you now that he knows you want more than an affair. She went on Tinder that night. Matched with dozens of guys, went on 3 dates that week, came home from each one increasingly frustrated. They all just want sex. Shocking. Men on dating apps want casual sex with married women. The younger ones are immature, The older ones are creepy or divorced with baggage. Maybe try being honest about what you're looking for. I am. But when I mention I'm married and it's open, they either unmatch or just want to hook up. Meanwhile, Jennifer and I were having lovely dinners. She was smart, funny, actually interested in my boring work stories because I was literally paying off her crushing debt. Win-win. Update 3. Week 3 of our open marriage, and Denise was spiraling. She'd been on 8 dates, 2 ghosted her after sleeping with her. 3 wanted sugar mama arrangements, hilarious karma. 1 turned out to be married and looking for a secret affair. 1 was perfect until his wife called Denise screaming because he'd lied about being divorced. The last one was actually single and interested, but he was 26 and lived with his parents. Meanwhile, I was having the time of my life. Not romantically. This wasn't about revenge dating. It was about showing Denise the reality of what she'd demanded. Thursday night, there was a charity gala for my company. Usually, Denise complained about these events. Now, she assumed she'd still be my +1. What time should I be ready? Me. For what? The gala. Oh, I'm taking Rebecca. Your lawyer? Me. She enjoys these events. Great networking for her firm. I'm your wife. Me. In an open marriage, you can't claim spouse privilege when it's convenient. She threw a wine glass. Missed me, shattered against the wall. Me. That's coming out of your personal account, per our agreement. Shared property damage clause. Friday, she tried a power move. Showed up at my office with lunch, something she hadn't done in 5 years, wearing a dress I'd bought her for our anniversary. Denise. Thought we could talk. My assistant, who knew the situation, asked loudly, Mr. Peterson, should I cancel your lunch meeting with Jennifer? Denise left the lunch on my desk and stormed out. That evening, ultimatum time. Denise, I want to close the marriage. Me. Okay. File for divorce. No, I want to stop this open arrangement and work on us. The agreement requires 30 days notice from both parties to terminate. Fine, I'm giving notice. Cool, I'm not. Her face went through 5 emotions in 3 seconds. You have to. Me. Actually, I don't. Section 7, paragraph 3, both parties must consent to closure, otherwise standard divorce proceedings apply. You planned this. You demanded this. I'm just playing by the rules you insisted on. I'll divorce you anyway. Go ahead. But remember the alimony clause, and I've documented every date you've been on per our financial disclosure requirements. Your Uber receipts to men's apartments at 2 a.m. won't look great in court. She realized the trap she'd walked into. She could stay in the open marriage she now hated, or divorce and lose alimony rights while looking like the cheater. Saturday morning, she tried emotional manipulation. Denise, Robert, I love you. I made a mistake. Me, you threatened divorce to coerce me into letting you sleep with Garrett. Denise, I was confused. Midlife crisis, hormones. For 6 months while you researched divorce lawyers? She started crying. Real tears this time. What do you want? Me, I wanted a faithful wife. That ship sailed. So this is punishment? Me, this is what you demanded. Open marriage. I'm just better at it than you expected. Update 4 week 5. Denise went nuclear. First, she called my mother, told her I was having affairs and destroying our family. Mom called me confused. Me, she demanded an open marriage, Mom. I have it in writing. Oh honey, she played stupid games. Even my traditional Catholic mother was on my side. That's how badly Denise had miscalculated. Next, she tried to seduce me. Came to bed in lingerie I hadn't seen in 10 years. Denise, remember when we were Garrett? She deflated. That was cruel. Me, that was honest. Then came the investigation. She hired a private investigator to follow Jennifer, convinced she'd find something illegal about our arrangement. The PI found nothing because there was nothing to find, just dinners and conversation. But the PI did find something else. Garrett, her CrossFit crush, had started dating a 22-year-old gym member. Posted it all over Instagram. Denise saw it during spin class and had a meltdown, got banned from the gym. Thursday, she made her biggest mistake. Went to Rebecca's law firm to threaten a malpractice suit, claiming Rebecca had taken advantage of our marital problems. Rebecca, cool as ice, pulled up security footage of our dinner. Mrs. Peterson, you're on camera reviewing and signing the agreement without coercion. You had 5 days to consider and your own legal counsel. Would you like to discuss defamation charges? Denise left humiliated. That night, she broke. What will it take? For what? To end this. To go back. We can't go back. You burned that bridge. Then forward, counseling, anything. Here's my offer, one time only. We divorce. Mediated, not contested. I keep my retirement and the investment account. You get the house, your car, and half the savings. No alimony either direction. Clean break. That's less than I'd get in a normal divorce. In a normal divorce, I wouldn't have documentation of your infidelity attempts and the signed agreement showing you initiated this. You'd really divorce me after 22 years? You ended our marriage the moment you threatened divorce to sleep with another man. I'm just handling the paperwork. She asked for time to think. I gave her the weekend. Final update. It's been 3 months since this started. Time for the conclusion. Denise took the deal. Not happily, but she took it. The mediation was quick, 2 sessions and done. The mediator actually complimented how prepared my documentation was. 22 years ended with a whimper, not a bang. The house sale closed last week. Denise got her half but discovered that maintaining it solo plus property taxes ate up most of her salary. She's apartment hunting now. Meanwhile, I bought a nice condo downtown. 2 bedrooms, modern kitchen, 0 memories of betrayal. Jennifer and I ended our arrangement when the divorce finalized. She was grateful. I'd paid off $30,000 in student loans and helped her get a job at my company's marketing department. Different building, no conflicts. We're actually friends now. She sends me memes about tax season. Denise tried one last manipulation 2 weeks ago. Showed up at my condo with a bottle of wine and photo albums. Denise, remember our trip to Hawaii? Our daughter's first Christmas? Me. I remember everything, including you choosing Garrett over our marriage. I never slept with him. Because he rejected you, not because you didn't try. She finally said what she'd been holding back. You never loved me. If you did, you would have fought for us. I loved you for 22 years. You loved me until someone with better abs showed interest. This isn't how it was supposed to go. You thought I'd be desperate to keep you, that I'd agree to anything. Classic middle-aged guy, grateful for whatever scraps his wife threw him. That's not. It's exactly what you thought. You'd sleep around while I waited at home, funding your lifestyle. When you got it out of your system, we'd close the marriage and pretend it never happened. Her silence confirmed everything. Instead, you discovered that Garrett wasn't interested in a relationship, that men your age want younger women or easy affairs, that dating at 45 is brutal, and that I had more options than you imagined. Denise, so you admit this was revenge. This was consequences. You wanted an open marriage as a threat. I gave you exactly what you asked for, just not how you pictured it. She left the photo albums. I threw them in the recycling. Yesterday, I ran into Garrett at a coffee shop. He tried to bro-nod me. I ignored him. His young girlfriend asked who I was. He said nobody. Accurate. Denise, according to mutual friends, is on dating apps again. This time honestly single. She's struggling. The men her age want younger women or casual only. The good ones are taken. The available ones have their own baggage. Welcome to reality. My kids know the basics. Mom wanted to change the marriage, Dad disagreed, we divorced. They're adults, they figured out the rest. My daughter actually said, Dad, you're happier now. She's right. Started actual dating last month. Met a woman named Carol through a hiking group. She's 44, divorced 5 years ago when her ex had an affair. We bond over betrayal humor. She saw the open marriage agreement. I kept a copy as a reminder and laughed so hard she cried. Carol, you really made her sign this? She insisted on opening the marriage. And you opened it. Wide. We're taking it slow. Very slow. Trust issues on both sides. But she makes me laugh, doesn't have a CrossFit instructor on the side, and thinks my dad bod is cuddly. The revenge wasn't dramatic. It was methodical. Denise wanted to have her cake and eat it too. Instead, she discovered the cake was stale, the bakery was closed, and I'd already moved on to pie. She gambled our entire marriage on the assumption that I had no options and no spine. She lost everything because she couldn't imagine a world where I wasn't desperately grateful for whatever she offered. The funniest part? If she'd just asked for counseling, admitted she was bored, we probably could have worked it out. But she went nuclear with threats and ultimatums. So I went nuclear right back, just with better lawyers and documentation. To everyone saying I was too harsh, she literally threatened to destroy my financial future if I didn't let her sleep with other men. What would you have done? Now I wake up in my quiet condo, make coffee without anyone complaining about the smell, and actually feel peace. No walking on eggshells, no wondering if she's texting Garrett, no pretending everything's fine. Worth every penny of those student loan payments to Jennifer. Worth every awkward mediation session. Worth the 22 years we lost. Because the look on Denise's face when she realized she'd played herself? That memory alone keeps me warm at night. She wanted an open marriage. I gave her one. Not my fault she couldn't handle what she wished for.